What's going on, Jerome's Minnesota Fighting Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell spoke to the local media jackals, updating a couple offensive line issues and injuries, and it's not good. It's not good. So Brian O'Neill, the superstar right tackle who got injured, had a calf injury during an interception return against the greasy grimy Green Bay Packers. Kevin Seifert, ESPN, who's not Carl Gershman, right tackle Brian O'Neill's calf injury is pretty significant, Coach Kevin O'Connell said today. No firm timetable yet. So, I mean, O'Neill obviously was going to sit out the Week 18 game against the Bears, but return for the playoffs in 2 weeks, it's not looking good. And you saw how the Vikings offensive line was impacted when Oli Udoh was in there at right tackle, and losing one of the best right tackles in the game is obviously going to suck and hurt any offense out there. And then O'Connell updated the issue with center Garrett Bradbury. Kevin O'Connell said that there is hope for getting center Garrett Bradbury back for the playoffs, but it's up in the air. The first step will be returning to practice to test how Bradbury's back feels with real practice reps. For now, it's Chris Reed at center and possibly a free agent TBD. And O'Connell did mention that there could be a couple players being brought in as free agents, as well as looking at Kyle Hinton. He talked about Josh Sokol, and also he mentioned that Blake Brandel could be returning off of injured reserve, which would be fantastic for that right tackle spot. So I don't know. I mean, Bradbury's been missing for the last 4 games of the back injury. Retweaked it after that minor car accident after the Bills game, but overall, it's not looking good. I mean, the Vikings offensive line at times has been its strength, although Kirk Cousins has been sacked a career high number of times this season, but injuries are really piling up. So you got Darrisaw left tackle. Yes. You got Ezra at left guard. Bradbury's been missing for 4 games. Schlutman broke his ankle against the greasy grimy Green Bay Packers. Chris Reed came in at center. And here's what bugged me. This comes down to coaching. This comes down to situational stuff, where Chris Reed was your backup center for 4 games. How does he not know the snap count and the cadence? Like, how? Like, I understand that there's only so many reps in practice, but, I mean, Chris Cooper, offensive line coach, can't take Chris Reed aside, take 5 minutes, like, hey, here's what happens with the snap counts. Kirk Cousins can't... Rookie right guard Ed Ingram is still there. Brian O'Neill potentially out for a while. Blake Brandel, like we mentioned, is on injured reserve. Hopefully he'll be coming back. Oli Udoh right now is going to be your swing tackle. Chris Reed is going to be the interior swing offensive lineman. And then you do have Josh Sokol on the practice squad, the UDFA from Sacred Hat, as well as Kyle Hinton, who I believe is out of practice squad elevations. I think he's at 3, so he may have to be brought up to the active roster, which they would have room since they're likely going to put Schlutman on injured reserve. Also, you have rookie tackle Vidarian Lowe as a backup. Now, I don't think that they're going to sign a street free agent and just plop him in as a starter. I think it would be a next man up mentality, but I could see them signing a offensive lineman or 2 for depth, but I don't know. It's just really kind of a mess right now. And also, Kevin O'Connell mentioned that he's not necessarily going to pull all the starters, but they're going to reduce some snaps. So now you're going to put Kirk Cousins behind this offensive line. Great. Awesome. Fantastic idea. But here's what it is. So not great news from Brian O'Neill. And with Bradbury, I'm not really holding my breath that back is magically going to get better in a couple weeks. So is what it is. Anyways, your thoughts on our thoughts. Kevin O'Connell updated injury issues with Brian O'Neill as well as Garrett Bradbury. Talked about offensive line depth. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts and his thoughts in the comments section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.